Anyway, I'm also a comic. Yeah, I've been doing this for a few years now. In fact, 8 months back, I released my first YouTube stand-up video. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. And it went like really, really viral in my family WhatsApp group. Yeah. Outside of that, nobody gave a shit. My chitti, she was really impressed, okay? Because she didn't know any idiot can upload a video on YouTube. She thought YouTube is a company like Netflix, that they interviewed me and selected me. The day I put the video out, she called me that night. Rabi, I'm so proud of you, da. How did YouTube select you, da? How did YouTube select us? I didn't have the heart to tell her the truth. I said, yeah, Chitti, I'm a cultural phenomena, so just like... And then I saw the view count and cried a little that night, so... Really, go watch my video, okay? That's the only takeaway from this entire thing. So, big news, okay? Big news in my life is that I moved out recently. I got my own place, yeah? I thought that's worthy of an applause, yeah? Thank you, yeah. கேட்டு வாங்க வேண்டியதா போச்சு, but it's okay. That's where my career is right now. But I moved out, and the first Sunday after I moved out, it felt amazing, man. Because I was just sitting in the hall of my new house. I felt cathartic, It's like, wow, this is what independence feels like. This is what freedom feels like. Felt amazing. And then my housemate came. He said, Macha, I'm doing the laundry. You go wash the vessels. Full mood off happened. I couldn't smell the freedom anymore. But the big thing, okay, the big thing I've learned from living by myself is managing the finances, Because it's a big part of my life right now. Because right now, from my income, about 30% of my income goes towards house rent. About 20% goes towards petrols, bills, and stuff like that. The other 50% of my income exclusively goes to Swiggy. I see some fellow victims laughing with me. This just became like those Hollywood alcohol anonymous scenes, no? Hi, my name is Rabindra, I'm an addict. Everybody's like, me too. No, really, I'm addicted to Swiggy, okay? I have a problem. Like, I use the app so much that I've started recognizing the delivery men in my neighborhood. Oh, today Ganesana, very nice. In fact, one time, one guy delivered the food and he looked at me and said, Sir, எப்போ பார்த்தாலும் வெளில ஆர்டர் பண்றீங்க, please take care of your health. Imagine I order so much. He's going against his employer to warn me. But I knew I had a problem, okay? Because one time I was sitting in the balcony of my new house, first floor, yeah? And opposite my house, there's a Kottu Paratha shop, yeah? Fancy neighborhood I live in. I was also hungry, so I decided to Swiggy it. It was the distance between me and this fellow there, that's all. But I ordered it on the phone. And strangely, the phone started giving me updates also. It said, hi Rabinder, your order has been confirmed. I looked up, I heard one sound, Master of Kottu Paratha parcel. And then 5 minutes later, I got another update. Hi Rabinder, your food is being prepared. I looked up, Master was going full chick. It happens, yeah? Probably happened to that food also. So, except what happened is that 5 minutes later, the delivery guy called me. Because he was damn confused. He thought there's some error in the app. He called me and he was like, hello sir, one small problem. Restaurant to delivery place, ஒரே placeல தான் இருக்கு. And from the balcony I was shouting, அண்ணா இங்க தானா? மேல வாங்க. போன்லாம் பண்ண வேண்டாம்னா, கத்துனாலே போதும். மேல வாங்க, நம்ம வீடு தான். He gave me such a disgusted look, I'll never forget it. He was like, here's your food, here's your privilege. Both felt nice at the moment, but made me feel guilty later, yeah? Oh wow, that line never works, man, I should remove it. Like most people, I'm also a creepy Swiggy user, yeah? Because no Swiggy delivery person has ever rung the doorbell of my house, ever. Yeah. Because as soon as I order, next 25 minutes, I'm looking at my phone only. My girlfriend thinks I'm cheating on her. I'm just hoping Ganesan delivers faster, that's all. And I start doing this strange thing where as soon as this live tracking starts, I become one zombie. It's like just when he's left the restaurant, 15 minutes to go, I'll get up from my bed. When it's 5 minutes to go, I'll go to my hall. 1 minute to go, I'll stand near the door. Just when he's entering my apartment, I'll start looking through the keyhole. As soon as he's outside my door, no, before he can knock or ring the bell, I'll open and say, "Thank you very much," and I'll close it. No delivery guy has seen my face properly also. Some ghost that opens the door, takes the food, that's all. But the Swiggy thing has also gotten me into trouble sometimes, yeah. I'll tell you guys a story. This is a few months back. One night I got home late from work, 11 o'clock. I was hungry, so I decided to order dosa, yeah. Simple snack, nice snack. So 11 o'clock I ordered it. 11:30 they came and delivered it. 11:40 I opened it, except there was no chutney. Yeah. Oh, wow. Idhukkalam who's saying yeah. So I said, I went to the app, made a complaint. Hey, where's my chutney, man? Put chutney. And they said, okay, cool, we'll sort it out, no problem. Okay? Except 11:50. What happened was that it started raining heavily. Yeah? And I'm not talking normal rains, okay? I'm talking that megam karakkudu minnal sevakkudu, that level rain. Like I could almost see Jyotika dancing on the road. Doing all those weird squat moves and all. It's just like... It was that bizarre, okay? It was raining like crazy. And whenever it rains, I get really panicked, yeah? Because I'm a survivor of the Chennai floods. Yeah? How many people remember the Chennai floods? Give me a shout. Yeah? What a fuck all thing to woo to, no? How many of you remember the thing that ruined all our lives? Woohoo! No, really, man, I'm a survivor of the Chennai floods, and I'm not a normal survivor. I'm a Velicheri survivor. Yeah. I was in the eye of the dragon. Like when the Chennai floods happened, I was stuck in my house for like 3 days without food, water, nothing. So whenever it rains, no, I panic. I get like severe PTSD. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, very intelligent audience. Yeah. So I get severe PTSD and I do full preparation, you know. I charge all the electronics in my house. I put Odomas all over my body. Yeah. And then I call my family. I tell them I love them in case I never see them again. Yeah. So all this was happening, okay? Except at 1 a.m., suddenly my doorbell rang. Yeah. I said, what the hell? I went and it was Ganesan. Yeah, the delivery guy. And he was fucking drenched, okay? He was like completely drenched. Yeah. It was like water dripping from all over him. There was like thunder and lightning outside. And like, you know how bad it was? Like, you know, the Tamil cinema hero introduction scenes are there, no? Where they like zoom into his eyebrows. And from that eyebrow, one water drop will update fall. That level wet he was, okay? And I felt so bad, man. I was like, oh shit, I didn't know he was been out in the rain all this time, you know? I didn't know. I was like, it was getting awkward. I said, hi. He didn't even reply. I was like, I felt so guilty. I didn't have money to tip him. I didn't know what to do. And then the worst part, from his pocket, he took out 20 grams of chutney. He didn't even bother getting a cover or anything. And I could see the look on his face. This is what made me stay in the rain for 75 minutes, you bastard. And I felt so bad, man. I wanted to tell him something. I wanted to console him. I wanted to say something, except I have a problem in life, okay? Whenever things are bad in life, I will fuck it up further. Confirmed, yeah. Like, I'll give you an example. Few years back, I went on a date with a girl. First date. At the end of the first date, both of us decided it's not working out, yeah? All okay, everything good, but I couldn't shut up. I looked at her and said, hey, can you at least recommend me to any of your friends, please? She didn't, but so whenever things get awkward, no, I start fumbling. I get really nervous. And so this guy also, with his chutney in his hand, he kept reaching. My hand also, I kept reaching. He looked so angry. I looked so scared and anxious. I didn't know what to do. And our hands finally touched. And I looked at him straight into his eyes with thunder and lightning behind him. And I looked at him and I said, Anna, vella mala peida? Yes, no, maybe. He was furious. He was like, Ama. And I got even more panicked. I was like, Takali chutney le Anna. He said, no. I was like, Anna, I'm very sorry, man. I closed the door. I'm an asshole. I'm aware of it, yeah. Thank you guys. That's been my time. You've been a lovely, lovely audience. Yeah.